Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Sector 5. I am your host, as always, Cody, the Hangman Heinzman, and it is currently 11:12 p.m. on Friday night after SmackDown. And I'm here to give the Summerslam predictions. So, let's get started. Usually I'd go with pre-show, but WWE really didn't specify what the pre-show is, or give us really any idea what's going on for a pre-show. So I'm just going to go with the first match that I have wrote down, which is the Intercontinental Champion Miz versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship. Winning this match, I don't see Miz losing it. I don't see Miz losing it. Ziggler has sort of been on a roll lately, but I don't see Miz losing it. So next up, we have Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins in a lumberjack match. No one can run. There's nowhere to go. And they give speculation, and it's true, that no one in the locker room really likes Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins. So, usually there's that one person that they get thrown out. It's like, oh, let him go. But this one looks like it's going to be somewhat of an actual good lumberjack match, where either competitor gets knocked out of the ring. They're going to get beat up a little bit and then thrown back in. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, not much high flying going on, which Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are both specialized with. At the end of the night, I don't know, I want to say Dean Ambrose is going to win it. For a reason that I'll bring up later. Let's go with that. We'll give more speculation to this in a little bit. So next up, we have Randy Orton, the Viper, versus Roman Reigns. There's no doubt in my mind that I don't see Randy Orton winning it. I see Roman Reigns continuing the Shield's dominance over Evolution. This is technically what it is. It's still Shield versus Evolution, even though both of the teams are no longer a thing. It's just pretty much a continuation, and Roman Reigns is most likely going to reign. So, let's go on to the next match. We have Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. Jericho pulled it off at the last pay-per-view. Can he pull it off again? Most likely. I don't see any reason why Chris Jericho couldn't beat Bray Wyatt again. So I'm not giving it to Bray Wyatt. Even though, Chris Jericho won the last one, should be Bray Wyatt. This time, I'm not giving it to Bray Wyatt. Chris Jericho is going to take out Bray Wyatt. And either things are going to continue, and make more pay-per-view specials, or, well, either way I'm looking at it. Even if Bray Wyatt wins, I'm seeing the rivalry continuing. And I see more pay-per-views to come with Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. So, on to the next match. We have AJ Lee versus Paige for the Divas Championship. AJ. I don't see AJ losing it, even though Paige has a sort of mind game going with AJ. One-on-one, no distractions. AJ Lee is going to go out there with all the frustration that she has for Paige for these last few weeks, and she's going to dominate. And easily, there's a good chance, since Eva Marie has been beaten, AJ, there's a good chance that at the next pay-per-view, we're going to have either a triple threat, AJ, Paige, and Eva, or we're just going to have AJ versus Eva for Divas Championship. Or not even at the next pay-per-view, maybe a Raw or SmackDown event. But that's a little more speculation than I need to go into. So let's go to the next match that I have. I have Stephanie McMahon versus Brie Bella. honestly, I don't see this match even happening. I mean, I know Stephanie McMahon wants to go after Brie, but something's gonna happen there to where the match doesn't really happen. So I'm not gonna give any speculation on this. I'm just gonna leave this open and say nothing's gonna happen. This match is just going to be a 5-second flurry. Something's gonna happen, and we're not gonna have the Summerslam Brie versus Stephanie McMahon. And if it does happen, which I can't give any speculation because I don't see it happening, it wouldn't surprise me if Stephanie McMahon won. But anyway, something's going to happen to favor Stephanie McMahon in this match, if it happens. Or something's going to happen to where Stephanie McMahon's just going to cheat her way out of it. I mean, that yes, they have a contract signed, but something's going to happen to where the match. I don't really see the match happening. Finally, we have what they're calling the biggest match of the summer: John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And I say that the winner of this match, and still the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, John Cena, champions here. Wait, here comes Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins gonna cash in. Seth Rollins gonna cash in Money in the Bank. 1, 2, 3. Winner of this match and the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. John Cena's gonna go out there, face the Beast Incarnate, take out the 1 in the 21-1, and then Brock Lesnar's gonna get irritated, attack Cena. Here comes Seth Rollins. This is why I say Dean Ambrose is going to win the Lumberjack match. Because I don't see Seth Rollins winning the Lumberjack match and then going and winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, it is a hard speculation with Money in the Bank, but I think almost everyone sees this coming as well. There's no way that WWE is going to let Brock Lesnar, a guy who's only there select times, come out and win the WWE Championship. I mean, yes, they did it with The Rock, but they had something planned ahead. I mean, they may have something planned ahead here, but I think more of the planning ahead that's going to happen. Cena's going to keep the title, Brock Lesnar's going to attack him, Seth Rollins is going to cash in, and we're going to have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion in Seth Rollins. And another reason I can say this is because Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins is going to be in the Lumberjack match. Most likely, after the match is over, Seth Rollins is going to attack Dean Ambrose. And he will somewhat still have enough energy in him after the Lumberjack match to go and cash in Money in the Bank and become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I can't really see, besides Kane cashing in after winning it at Money in the Bank, I can not really think of too many times that after having a match they cash in as well. But giving this all the hype that's for this match, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, who's gonna win? It wouldn't surprise me if Cena wins, Brock Lesnar attacks him, Seth Rollins cashes in. It's just basically how I see it. There's no way, as well, that if Brock Lesnar did win it, I will go ahead and say, if Brock Lesnar does win it, and there's something later on down the road or something, then there's no way that Seth Rollins would cash in. No one would be dumb enough to think, oh my gosh, the Beast is down, I can cash in Money in the Bank. No. And if he did, he's not much of the architect of the Shield as we think he is. So that's the rundown of what I think it is. Now, also going off of if Brock Lesnar does win it, Hell in a Cell's next pay-per-view. It should be. Let's go ahead and go through a foresight here. Brock Lesnar wins the title. At Hell in a Cell, John Cena gets a rematch. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell match. John Cena wins the title. Seth Rollins cashes in. Either way, I'm seeing Seth Rollins cashing in at John Cena at some point. Which is pretty funny, given the fact that John Cena was the first person to cash in and fail. And now he's not the only person. Damien Sandow tried to cash in on John Cena. Of course, he had to do it sometime soon because it wasn't a while ago that he cashed in. He had to do it before Money in the Bank. Now that I'm recapping everything. So that might be, that's another thing that they had, the reason Damien Sandow did it. And failed. Because he didn't do it when John Cena was down. He just kind of was like, I'm going to try and attack you. And then cash in. And Cena, you're not beaten down as much as I thought. And I lost to the only other guy who failed to cash in. And the only reason, and I still say to this day, since it was disqualification, John Cena should have won back his Money in the Bank briefcase. As in, they should have given it back to him. Because he didn't lose under his terms. But, anyways, I think I've rambled on enough about this pay-per-view. I will say this, I'm not looking forward to it, and most people are probably not, but most likely we're going to see a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, in either Brock Lesnar or Seth Rollins, leaning more towards Seth Rollins. If for some way John Cena leaves with the title, then it would probably be a shocker to me. I would honestly probably be surprised. But anything could happen in the lumberjack match. Which I don't know if I ever went into the speculation about the fact that since I remember saying something about it, but after the lumberjack match, there's going to be Dean Ambrose is going to be settled somehow. That's the way Seth Rollins is going to be able to cash in. So, I think I rambled on enough. I just said that a few seconds ago, I know. I hope everyone enjoys this coming SummerSlam. It's looking to be a pretty good one. Second to, well, maybe third to WrestleMania. More like WrestleMania. Well, anything that's on the road to WrestleMania, and then SummerSlam. WWE really likes to put as much hype into it. They put as much hype as they can in any other pay-per-view, but SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania are their babies, and they like to have extraordinary matches set up. And looking at these matches, I think all of these matches are really good matches to happen. Excluding the Stephanie McMahon versus Brie Bella, as I said, I don't see it happening. But all the other 6 matches are awesome. And maybe they don't have a pre-show because it's SummerSlam and they'll have some kind of a concert for the pre-show or something. But as I said, they never really gave a idea of what's going to be the pre-show. The only match on here that I could see being the pre-show would probably be AJ versus Paige for the Divas Championship. All the other ones are really good matches. I was going to say Brie versus Stephanie McMahon, but no, they're not going to put that as the pre-show. There's no way they're going to have us be able to see that without paying me $9.99 for the WWE Network. I didn't think I was ever going to say that during this prediction, nor that I think I was going to ramble on, which I should have known better because it's me. But, so anyways, pretty good SummerSlam matchup. I can't wait to see the results. Of course, once again, as I say at the end of most of these, I'm not going to watch it personally, just going to watch for the conclusions uh, on WWE.com to see who won, so I can give you guys the rundown. If need be, I will research into it more. Most of them I don't. Some of them I do. Like the last one was for the Intercontinental Championship that had the Battle Royal, and I decided to go into depth to see who got eliminated when. Most likely, if anything, I'm gonna research what happened with the Stephanie McMahon Brie Bella match. See if I was right that nothing happened. Then give you guys the rundown on what happened there. But of course, I'm gonna give the rundown with everything. I'll tell you who wins, but I'll probably go into more depth of the Brie Bella Stephanie McMahon match. I will continue to do this. Anyways, you can give your thoughts in the comment section below. Whether you disagree, agree with the predictions, put your own in comments. And as always, I'm Cody Heinzman. That's just how it is.